art board custom designed, ceramic powder, corn flour, dental powder or plaster of Paris, coconut oil, Fevicol, black enamel paint, varnish, ready-made molds, gold dust, mixing bowl. Before you start working on the wheel, let's make the ceramic dough ready. Take a bowl, take ceramic powder, add 4 teaspoons, 2 teaspoons of corn flour, 3 teaspoons of Fevicol. Mix it well. Mix it thoroughly. You can add little bit of water to join the mixture. Mix it well until you get a soft dough. Once the powder is binded well, let me add few more ceramic powder to make the dough. Now the powder is binded well and you got a soft dough. Add coconut oil so that it doesn't stick to your hands. It should be very soft. Okay, now the dough is ready. You'll have to do few shapes for the wheel. Take small amount, make a ball out of it, give a center cut. Okay, you have to make 80 to 90 shells. It takes 10 to 12 hours to get dried. Before fixing it on the board, allow it to dry for 10 to 12 hours. We'll make now few more leaves to decorate the wheel. Just take a ball shape and dab it. Take it in your finger, fold it the two ends, give impression on the center, leaf shaped. You have to make at least 30 to 40 leaves. You can use any shapes according to your wish. Now the shapes are ready. It's well dried. Now let's start working on the wheel. Take a bowl. Take dental powder or plaster of Paris. 3 to 4 teaspoons of dental powder. 2 teaspoons of Fevicol. Fevicol is for binding, and add little bit of water. Not so thin and not so thick. This procedure should be faster because this gets dried very quick. Paste is ready. I'm going to start working on the wheel. Okay, take little bit in your fingers and start dabbing on the wheel. Just a small texture, your finger texture should be applied on the wheel. The board should be fully covered with the dental powder. Once the dental powder is dried, you get a rough texture. You can use your own impression. You can use your hands, you can use combs for impression actually. Fill the entire board with a dental powder paste and allow it to dry for half an hour actually. Now the dental powder is dried well. You can feel the texture. You get rough texture on the board. Now let's start fixing the molds on the board. Take a bowl, take dental powder, add Fevicol for the binding agent and make it as a thick paste. Thick paste should not be loose, it should be thick to fix the molds. Add very little bit of water. Make it as a thick paste. Now you can start fixing the molds. Take the mold, on behind of the mold, apply the dental powder paste on back side of the mold. And fix it on the board. Press it tightly so that it gets fixed. The same procedure should be followed. Kindly make a note, it should be evenly fixed. The middle part I am going to fix. I have taken Ganesha mold so that I am keeping center part also Ganesha. You can take Astalakshmi, you can use any type of molds actually. Keep the center part of the Ganesha. So with the extra dental powder, you can just give some more thick base only in the center part, with any dapping effect. Give some impression on the center part. Any impression can be given. Now I've taken the back side of the brush and I'm giving impression. Now the mold is completely fixed on the board. Let's leave for 10 to 15 minutes to get it dried. Now start fixing the dried shells and leaves on the board. Space should not be seen. So now you can start sticking the leaves. I've just made a small balls and just fix it. Start sticking the leaves. I've made two different shapes, the one with smaller size, the other one with a bigger size. Let's stick the smaller size on top of, the center part, the thin part on the board. You can apply the bigger leaf. Now the designed wheel is completely dried. Let's start doing the next process. Take a flat brush, number 5, and take black enamel paint. Now let's start coloring. Apply the enamel paint on the entire wheel. It should be fully covered. The whole designs to the mold, every part should be completed. Now I've completed the black enamel paint. The board is completely covered now. The enamel paint is dried completely. Now you can go for the next process. I'm going to use gold dust and varnish for coloring. I'm taking gold dust, add few drops of varnish. Mix thoroughly. Use only flat brush. Don't take excess of paint. The black should also be seen on the base so that you get antique finish. The texture is completely seen now. I'm adding varnish since it gives glossiness. Now the ceramic wheel is ready. I've completed the full part with gold. The black should be seen so that you get an antique finish. This is the final product. Now the ceramic wheel is ready to hang on the wall. Thank you. Take ceramic powder, 2 teaspoons of corn flour, 3 teaspoons of Fevicol. Mix it well. You can add little bit of water. Now the powder is binded well and you got a soft dough. Add coconut oil so that it doesn't stick to your hands. Make a ball out of it. Give a center cut. You can use any shapes. It's well dried. 4 teaspoons of dental powder, 2 teaspoons of Fevicol. Okay, take little bit in your fingers and start dabbing on the wheel. Once the dental powder is dried, you get a rough texture. Now the dental powder is dried well. Take the mold. On behind of the mold, apply the dental powder paste on back side of the mold and fix it on the board. Keep the center part of the Ganesha. Now start fixing the dried shells and leaves on the board. Now the designed wheel is completely dried. Start coloring. Now I've completed the black enamel paint. I'm taking gold dust, add few drops of varnish. Mix thoroughly. Use only flat brush. The black should also be seen on the base. Now the ceramic wheel is ready to hang on the wall. Thank you.